Hey, welcome to 100 Days of the 100's. We are just still in the very beginning of our journey, so if you want to go back to the prep day and day one and get some of those beginning pieces, I highly recommend it. Maybe you're super familiar with the 100's and you want to just jump right in and join me here, but I'm going to dive right in and start to make our sessions a little longer. So we've been doing 3 pulse breaths, sometimes 5, and we've been doing two sets. I think we're at the point today where we can start to do 10. So what is the 100's? It is the quintessential Pilates exercise for training your abdominal muscles. And in case you missed one of those beginning ones, I will talk about this part. Maybe it's a reminder that we want to train the abdominal muscles in a functional position, meaning we don't want to artificially just kind of flatten our spine and just kind of brace our abdominal muscles. We want it to be functional so that our body understands, yeah, I'm training this for life. I'm training this for movement. I'm not training this just to lift a heavy box. I want to be able to have my abdominal muscles come in and go out as I'm doing my things that I do throughout the day, whether it's sitting at a desk, working in the kitchen, going for a walk. We want to have our abdominal muscles trained for life. And that's what Pilates does so well. I love Pilates. Okay, so we could put our hands on our belly. This is one way you can train it just in a seated position. Inhale, allow your belly to expand into your hands. And as you exhale, just let the belly sink towards the spine and gradually weave those deep abdominal muscles together to help get that last bit of air out of your lungs. Inhale, let it all relax. Exhale, let it out slowly. And in the last part of the exhale, weave those abdominal muscles together. Hug everything into the spine. One more time. Let everything expand. And then exhale. Let your belly sink towards your spine. Okay, so it's kind of advanced what we do in our 100's. We're going to keep that light tone of the abdomen, but we still want to use our breathing diaphragm and our intercostal muscles. So that means the breath is going to move into the bottom part of our lungs, and we're going to have some movement around the low ribs. Remember our arm beats. Remember our little spoons with our hands. We want to hug in the thumb. You can even try it here. Press your thumb to your index finger while you reach your arms away. You're going to feel that you wake up the pec muscle, that muscle in the upper chest. When you hug the baby finger in, it's not as obvious to feel, but we wake up the lat system, some of those back muscles. All right, let's warm up our spine a little bit here. You can have your feet flat to the floor. Let's inhale, lift the heart, and exhale, roll on the sacrum until you get to about the top of the sacrum. Pull the belly in and let's carve out that nice rounded shape. Now curl from your head as if you want to bring your nose to your sternum and then come the rest of the way up. Do that a couple more times. Roll over the sacrum. See if you can go just a little further to the very top of those pelvis bones, and then curl and float. Exhale as we roll back. Inhale as we curl and float up. Exhale, heavy shoulders, heavy elbows, and float up. So we could stretch our legs out. Let's do a little hamstring stretch here. So move the flesh of the sit bones away. If you need to do this with bent knees, it's fine. Tip your pelvis forward, slide your hands forward, and just let your head fall. You can rock here from side to side, soften your head and neck, and we'll roll up. Let's do the roll back. So we're going to press our hands. Let's bring our legs close together. Reach out through your heels and press your legs down. Curl from the tailbone. So this is my tailbone. I want to scoop my tailbone towards my heels, just like we did, rolling down. And just see how far can you get and still be able to turn it around and come up. So come from the head and curl forward. Let's try that again. Curl from the tail, rolling back. Hug the inner thighs together. At the same time, press your legs down, down, down to the floor. I'm going to go all the way down this time. Inhale, then as you exhale, like you're rolling up a carpet, curl around your heart and come forward. Let's do it one last time. Inhale, curl from the sacrum, all the way down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale. Good. Okay, so let's get into our 100s now. We're going to start off on our back with our knees bent, and we're going to bring our feet off the floor. Let's start with our knees a little bit close to us. Reach out through your arms. Inhale. As you exhale, lengthen out through the top of your head. Flatten the heart and curl up, just like we did earlier. Reach out through your hands and fingers. Now this time, I'm going to bring my knees just to the other side of center. Let's inhale. We're going to start with a 3 pulse and then increase it to a 5. I might lose count, so go easy on me here. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Let's go to 4. Go to 5. In, 2, press your knees together. 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more set. And then just rest your head on the floor and rock from side to side. Open your arms wide, rock your knees from side to side. Good. And now from here, we're going to do an Eldoa posture. So one of the most important Eldoa postures is L5S1. So we have 5 lumbar vertebra. Let's find where is L5. If you find your belly button, right behind your belly button, there's a nice little bump there. Those are called spinous processes. If you go to one bump down, so right behind your belly button is L3. Go to the next bump down, that's going to be L4. Go to the next bump down, and that's going to be L5. L5 sits right on top of your sacrum. The top of your sacrum is that wide part, or the base, and it's 4 fused vertebrae. So that top of the sacrum is S1. So we're going to be opening up that area right at the base of your spine as it connects to your sacrum. So this is probably the most important Eldoa posture. So come to a wall. I've got a space right here. I'm going to get myself next to this wall and with my legs up on the wall. Flex and point your feet a few times. Line up your body. Now if your hamstrings are tight, you're not going to be so close to the wall. My wall's a little bit uneven, so I'm just going to scoot myself over here. There we go, that's better. Now, flatten your ribs. Let's do what we did earlier. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Slide the heel of your hands right into the hip crease. And then lengthen your spine by pushing the pelvis towards the wall. Flatten your ribs and reach out through the top of your head. And slowly let that go. Let's lightly bend our knees. Let's roll the legs in and out. And with your knees lightly bent, I want you to allow that sacrum to really drop to the floor. Flatten through the rest of your spine just by relaxing. Let's flex and point our feet a few times here. Wake up the ligaments of the feet, the fascia at the bottoms of our feet, our ankles, our legs. And then let's do the same thing with our arms. Reach your arms straight up. Spread your fingers really wide. And let's do a little winding and unwinding here. Waking up the ligaments and the fascia around the shoulders. And let's do them both together. Okay, so now let's just relax everything. We're going to flex our feet, wind them a little bit towards the center. Reach out through your hands and fingers and open the palms. Bend at the wrists. Push up through your hands while you sink down through those low ribs. I want my shoulders to come away from the floor while my ribs are pressing down. Keep that. Keep everything going. Guide your arms towards your ears. Push out through your hands. Reach out through your sit bones. Reach up through your heels. Your eyes are going to look past your cheeks towards your knees. So we're just trying to lengthen everything away from that space between L5 and S1. Breathe softly into your belly. Allow your sacrum to simply melt into the ground. So we're working a little bit hard here. You don't want to rest your hands on the floor. They should be floating. If there's some tension in the shoulders, you might be up here. That's okay. Just do your best to push out through your hands, lengthen and flatten your spine, reach your sit bones to the wall. One last breath. And we're going to come out softly, one piece at a time. Relax one leg, other leg, relax your spine, and take a few breaths here just to finish. Breathing again into that whole rectangle. Now we're breathing in a relaxed way, letting everything soften. Now I'm going to move, but you can stay in your position. You don't have to move. All right, here we go. We're getting into that 100's now. I'm having fun with this. I hope you are too. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, or feel free to send me an email, send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. All right, let's keep going. Thanks for joining me. And if you made it this far, you did it. See you tomorrow.